Many people were hurt, and of course nobody killed that we know of. That is certainly good news. So McKinney, Texas, you are indeed talking #Miracle Tonight on Twitter. In Denton, Texas, you guys are talking about car just because so many cars got damaged, not only from tornado winds, but also large hail. Dallas, Texas, you guys are talking about dog. You just saw that beautiful reunion story there of the owner being reunited with their pet. Plano, Texas, talking the word yesterday because yesterday was such a busy day. Here's a tweet. Yesterday was tornadoes. Today it's 70 and sunny. Gotta love Texas. Weather changes like that. Number one, Gainesville, Texas. You guys are talking about the wind that has been quite strong surrounding those storms. You can get involved as well. The Weather Channel social on air, online, and on your phone. And they're in Texas where, by the way, NASCAR is running their race this upcoming weekend in Fort Worth. And amazingly, the tornado did not affect the raceway. All right, as we take a look at the west, we're also following some rain, kind of spotty along the northwest coast between Seattle and Portland. The story really for Seattle is just how long it's been cloudy and rainy for several days now. In the meantime, we could use some rain here across the interior sections of the west where red flag warnings are in effect for the southern portions of Colorado down into portions of Arizona as well. That means be careful with fire. In some cases, not a good idea to light up outside at all because of the tinder dry conditions. Now we take a look at the temperatures. We're at this hour at 40 degrees in Denver, currently 50 degrees in Salt Lake City, 37 in Reno, 57 degrees for you there in Los Angeles, and beautiful even at this hour around Phoenix, Arizona, 74 degrees your temperature. And of course, we're going to take a look at your forecast as we get you ready for Thursday. The rain and even the snow showers will continue for the northwest, especially here through the Cascades and eventually getting down into the northern mountains of California, also into Nevada and Idaho as well. Low pressure kind of stirring up the wind a little bit too. That's why we're concerned about fire danger in the southern portions of Colorado down into Arizona as well. Look at that high temperature in Phoenix getting all the way up to 87 degrees. Otherwise, a beautiful day for you in Albuquerque, mid-70s, 72 degrees in Denver. Some of the ski resorts, by the way, still open in case that's where you are for spring break. And here's a look at the wet weather around Seattle and even down towards Medford. Those snow levels dropping pretty low. We do have the chance of seeing rain mixed with snow at times as your high temperature only gets up to about 49 degrees. So while we're dealing with the record-breaking heat in the east, it is all about the cold, unsettled weather here in the northwest. San Francisco getting up to 56 degrees and about 69 degrees in Los Angeles, especially by the water. There's a look at the big picture. You can certainly see where most of the active weather is at this hour. We're still following the showers and thunderstorms across Missouri, getting into Kentucky as well. Nothing severe right now. We'll certainly keep you posted on that. And we're also following the showers and storms in Florida. And yes, another chance of storms for Augusta, Georgia for the Masters tournament, round one tomorrow. We'll be right back with your 7-day forecast. Had to see that happy reunion take place. And I love Brownie. That's a cute name for the dog. Let's take a look at our forecast here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, continuing to pick up the pieces in the wake of the tornado outbreak. Fortunately, it looks like pretty quiet weather through the overnight. We're watching showers and storms elsewhere, though, from the Midwest across the Ohio Valley into portions of North Carolina, also Florida, dealing with some of those showers and storms and still wet across the northwest coast. That will be the case again as we head into Thursday with even some snow coming down across the higher elevations of the Cascades down towards Mount Shasta as well in California. Scattered showers and storms still from Kansas City to St. Louis, and watching the southeast, this is where we could have some strong or even severe thunderstorms for places like Atlanta, Birmingham, down towards portions of Florida. If you know anybody on spring break here in Pensacola or Panama Beach, even over towards Jacksonville, Florida, there could be some strong thunderstorms. In the northeast, looking pretty good overall. Still a little chilly for some of you across upstate New York and portions of New England. Boston, you're looking at a high of 54 degrees for tomorrow. Otherwise, still plenty of warmth across the south. We're in the mid-70s in Atlanta. Our neighborhood pool actually opened up early this year for spring break. We don't normally open up this early, but it's been so hot. 80 degrees for you in Dallas, 87 in Houston. Still cool, though, for the Pacific Northwest from Seattle down towards Eugene, Oregon. Here's a look at Friday. Still, how many days in a row is this for Seattle with a chance of rain, snow coming through the higher elevations of the Tetons and Big Sky, Montana as well. Otherwise dry for you around Chicago, right on down towards New Orleans and Houston. And this system pushes toward the east through the Carolinas. Augusta, Georgia, of course, the Masters tournament going on here. And it looks like we'll have to deal with the scattered showers and storms for the next few days, as a matter of fact. Here's a look look at our high temperatures for Friday, and boy, that 68 is going to feel kind of chilly in Atlanta. It's been so warm lately, and you can see the cooler weather across the Northeast as well. Here we go into the weekend, tracking the wet weather moving back into Minneapolis as well as Kansas City, down towards Oklahoma City as well. And then as we head towards Sunday, we've got a NASCAR race to run here in Fort Worth, Texas. Looks like we've got a chance of seeing more showers and thunderstorms. Still looking unsettled for the northwest coast and right here around the Great Lakes, including those of you in Cleveland and Pittsburgh, and then eventually ending up here in the Northeast by the time we head towards Monday. Well, stay with us as we track the storms here on Weather Center Live. It is half past the hour. Thank you so much for staying with me here on Weather Center Live. I'm meteorologist Kelly Cass. Getting right to the radar, things have settled down just a little bit since the sun has gone down. No longer do we have any severe watches in effect like we did earlier for North Carolina as well as the coast of Texas. But still, we are tracking some active weather, especially right here in the nation's midsection around St. Louis. We've had some heavy rain as well as some frequent lightning. We're going to continue to watch that line as it continues to kind of bow out a little bit there in the southern part of Illinois. Sometimes when that happens, you can have some pretty strong winds at the front end of that line. So we'll be watching that. Otherwise, right now, no severe warnings to pass along. We've also been following some scattered showers around Louisville tonight into London, Kentucky, Smokies of eastern Tennessee, western North Carolina, and even here in the eastern part of North Carolina, still some thunderstorms going. You can see the lightning strikes right on top of you here in Kinston, North Carolina. It's all well to the east of I-95, so traveling not looking too bad here. And then we head down into Florida. Boy, we have an active radar picture here around Tampa, down towards Fort Myers. This is an area we're going to continue to monitor for the day tomorrow as far as thunderstorms go. And in the red, that's where you have a better chance for seeing some damaging thunderstorms. Well, now we have an update on the Texas tornadoes. NBC's Lester Holt continues our coverage tonight from a Texas suburb recovering from a powerful tornado. The second forecast, and it's looking pretty good for most of you here in the Northeast, from Boston to the Berkshires, right on down towards New York City with your high of 59 degrees, tracking a little bit of wet weather and even some snow across the higher elevations of Maine and northern New Hampshire. Now we head to the south, tracking showers and storms here. Watch out Atlanta, down toward the northern parts of Florida. There could be some strong, if not severe, thunderstorms we'll be tracking on your Thursday. 74 for your high in Atlanta, 85 in Tampa. If you're on spring break, you're going to be loving that weather around Miami and South Beach, 86 degrees. South Padre Island, another popular spring break destination, looks hot. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Here we go into Chicago. We've got some decent weather. The Cubs season opener looks good for that. 52 degrees for your high temperature. Showers and storms from St. Louis right on back towards Kansas City with your highs in the upper 50s. So cooling down. And as we take you to the west, we are following some wet weather once again from Seattle right on down towards Crescent City in the northern parts of California. Southern